You ready? Okay, let's do it. What's up, y'all? Good morning. Welcome to a Saturday game day edition of Morning Scone. Not an LSU game day edition, obviously, because the Tigers will play tomorrow, which makes it a little odd, a little not feeling so much like a game day because the Tigers don't play. Tomorrow will feel more like it when you wake up and you get to watch LSU play, but still very, very cool that college football's here. College game day starting shortly, 13 minutes. We're running a little late here today, but that's all right. Drew actually slept until 7:13 this morning, which was like manna from heaven. The fact that Drew actually slept a little bit later today. So I'm trying to pull up the feed here. So, there it is. All right, sorry about that, y'all. I was trying to pull up the feed. We are here. Okay, good. Now I got y'all. All right, let's do our good mornings. We'll let this audience build. I'm going to hit the share button. Hopefully y'all will do the very same. Share it on my public feed. On my timeline, I should say. All right, Kyle, good morning. Bob, good morning. Dustin Johnson, hope y'all doing well, man. Hope y'all having a good morning so far. Good college football weekend. Kyle Hoffpower, Scott Roderick, good to see y'all. Marcus Lee. Marcus Lee says, I'm ready to quit my job and watch Morning Scone every morning. Did y'all see the video Craig Schilling did? Then y'all go watch it of Drew just running around like hitting the camera and everything. It was hilarious. Morning Margarita is back in the saddle. Scott, it is indeed. I told y'all I'd go get another one. Had to. It just been a few days. I just needed a little buffer. Stephen Miller, what's up, dude? Trey Dykes, good to see y'all. Dax Jeter, good morning. Lil C, what's up, bro? Good to see everybody here. Morning Goat. That's Drew, dog. Appreciate you, Will. Brady Beacom, good morning. Carl the Cat. Joe Hanno, good to see y'all. Dax Jeter, good morning. Put Robert on for Joe. I think he's watching some little baby bum thing right now. It's some ducks swimming around a pond. So if he's cool with it, we'll stick with that. Carmen Wheeler, good morning. Jason Meeks, Josh Toops. Look at all y'all, man. This is awesome. Awesome. Appreciate everybody for spending part of your Saturday with us. Casey Landrum, Robert Scott. Hey, let me say this real quick. Mark Allen, I'm here just to watch Drew hit the camera. That's something I've learned from posting that video yesterday. How many people were like, yeah, I basically just watch for Drew. I watch just to watch him run around, hit the camera, and I'm like, yep, I get it. The sports is secondary. I'm like, all right, cool. Why for whatever reason you're here, it's all good. Morning, Drew. Need more content for version 2.0. Craig, it's going to be there, man. Promise you that. All right. What was I saying? Khalil Mack. Blake says Khalil Mack to the Bears. That is interesting. But you know what, man? For that that franchise to add, obviously he's not an inside backer like an Urlacher or something like that. I mean, so he's a freak show linebacker. Just monsters the midway, the next. What did they give for him? Yeah, Schefter says they're still working on the trade, so he didn't have terms yet. I'm glad he's not going somewhere where the Saints would have to see him all the time. So, all good. Tom Granning, Jordy Bird, good morning. Grady Fauchot, good to see y'all. All right, let's see if we can get questions and stuff. If y'all have birthday shout out for the cat. Is it Carly Cat's birthday? Get out of here. Happy birthday. Oh, look at there you go. I missed that comment. Sorry, Carl. I'm scrolling through it. It went all the way to the bottom when it went off the page. Shoot. Well, happy birthday, Carl the Cat. Hope it's a good one to you, dude. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll back to where we were on the comments. Golden Instant Classic. I appreciate that. Actually, thank Craig, man. Craig's the one who put that together. All right, Coach Ken, good morning. All right, we're going to get rolling here. Okay. All right, Matt, who you going for in Michigan, Notre Dame? So that's interesting for me, Pat. I actually spent, as many of y'all know, a year in South Bend. Went to Holy Cross for a year. Went to a lot of Notre Dame football games, man. Not a gigantic fan of Notre Dame. Year there was not good. I don't love Michigan either, though. I don't have a great dog in that. Like, I don't know. Maybe I've just softened a little bit too. My brother went to Notre Dame, and so I'll probably cheer for them because he'd be happy. But truthfully, when you get in this profession, you cheer for, like, you end up cheering for whatever's going to make you right. Like, so if you pick a game, like, you cheer for that. So I picked Michigan in the game. I was surprised Notre Dame was a virtual pick. Notre Dame was like a 1-point favorite, and yesterday it moved, and Michigan became a 2-point favorite. So a lot of smart money obviously came in on Michigan, and I think Michigan's going to win the game. I do think Jim Harbaugh is a really good coach. He owned the NFL, and people forget even before then what he did at Stanford, and before then what he did at University of San Diego. Like, Jim Harbaugh is a good coach. He it's time for him to beat his rivals. He's got to beat Ohio State, Michigan State this year. But I think with Shea Patterson, he's finally got a quarterback to do it. So, I think Michigan was my team that was sort of on the outside of the major national playoff projections when people are talking about, the top 10 playoff projections. And so if you looked at one team outside of that could do it, it's Michigan, in my opinion. Now, there's a
Apple.
airport,
Apple.
depot,
Apple.
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 What am I missing? What am I missing? Hot potato. Why are you growling? Whoa. He's got some paper he's going to crumple up. He's counting and slapping a piece of paper. He'll be back. I promise. Let's see. Jordy said Saban's absolutely going to teabag Petrino's Cardinals tonight. I actually agree with that. So I saw they announced that both Tua and Jalen are going to play. I know the spread is like 24.5. Actually, so I write for the Action Network. And they ask us if we have, I don't really write betting advice per se. I just write for info on LSU to sort of inform bettors. That's kind of what I said. Look, I'm not a sharp. I don't know. I don't have these different systems or anything. I just watch college football. They're like, that's fine. We just want you to give us content on LSU. Cool. But they allow all the writers, if you feel good about any bet, on Fridays or before, if you feel really good about something, let us know, and they'll do a compilation piece of, okay, here's, the staff picks. And so I was like, can I pick Bama? They're like, against the spread? I was like, yeah. They win these. Alabama has won in these neutral site games. They're 8-0, and they've won their openers by an average of 22.1 points per game. They win by an average of 22 points a game. The spread of this was 24.5, but they're going to absolutely boat race Louisville. And the second I saw Bobby Petrino talking crap, and the cornerback saying we could cover all their receivers, and was it a lineman or a defensive lineman, whatever it was, talking trash? I'm like, y'all, you don't poke the elephant. Remember that kid last year from Vanderbilt who said Bama's next? Bama beat them 59-0. When you get their attention and they dial in, you're screwed because they're better than everybody. Your best bet is to catch them on an off day, to go varsity blues when they're just getting out of the club. You know what I mean? That's your best bet to beat Alabama. Not to have them dial in and focus to kick the crap out of you because you keep talking smack. Anyway. Chad, what about McCutcheon to the Yanks? That outfield, though, I love it. They needed it, man. They won last night. I was fired up for it. I know everybody wants to talk college baseball, but, man, when they lost Judge and they lost Sanchez and Chapman went on the DL, and it's like, God, dog. And it's been a rough August, man. And just watching them lose that series at home to the White Sox, and then 2 nights ago they lost to the Tigers. They had to do something, man. I'm hopeful Judge comes back and they get their mojo back, in time for the postseason. But this has been a tough month, man. It's been a tough month. Tom, Troy, Boise State, who do you have? I'm here. Is the game at Troy? Tom, full disclosure, man. That ain't one that I've actually been locked in on. I like Neil Brown at Troy a lot. Boise State just sort of has the lineage, so to speak. If it's at Troy, let me go with Troy. We'll go Troy. FAU Oklahoma might be a good one. Texas Tech and Ole Miss will be a good game early too. So I'm looking forward to FAU Oklahoma. Of course, that's the Lane train, and they had such a good season last year. More than anything, last year the biggest knock on Oklahoma, especially early, was their defense. I mean, they could score. Could they stop anybody from scoring? That ultimately is what cost them in the national title game. So, let's see if they can stop FAU. I mean, you would think so. Defenses are typically ahead of offenses early in the season, and but Lane's a good coach, and they scored a ton of points. They're one of the top offenses in the country last year at FAU. So, and of course, you also got Kyler Murray at quarterback. So there's a lot of intriguing storylines there. I mean, of course, you expect Oklahoma to win comfortably, but there's intrigue there. It's more, I'd say, at this point of the season, it's rare that you get really good, meaningful games. I mean, you got the Auburn and a Washington game, which we all think is going to be really meaningful. And, LSU Miami's a good game. But mostly it's, hey, all right, what can we learn about some of these teams? We talked about Texas A&M yesterday. You weren't going to learn anything from A&M winning 59-7, but you would have learned something if they won 59-42. That maybe that defense isn't any better. Meridox is Auburn, Washington. Am I crazy to think the Huskies will beat Auburn? Probably. There's a reason Washington's a top 10 team, and they're really good. I don't like that they have to go across the country. Auburn's going to have an overwhelming advantage there, playing a de facto home game. They do have Jake Browning and Myles Gaskin back at running back. But the reality is, man, I like Auburn's defensive front a lot. I mean, I don't know. I think Auburn's bigger question is on the other side of the ball, where you lose a 1,000-yard rusher, and I think Auburn's replacing 3 offensive linemen. It's 3 or 4. Well, wait one second. I'll tell you. So no, there it is. 6 on offense, 7 on defense. Offense, biggest question, offensive line. Tigers lost 4 senior starters. So, I mean, Auburn's replacing 4 senior starters on their offensive line. I mean, that's where I think if they struggle today, that's it. Getting the running game going. And that's been such a staple for Gus Malzahn. It's not to say they can't be. I mean, we've talked a lot about LSU's offensive line this year where, you lose Will Clapp, you lose Toby Weathersby, you lose KJ Malone, and now obviously you've lost Ed Ingram as well. So, I mean, you've lost a lot of time, but people feel really good that this line could be even better. Same with the defensive line, right? I mean, addition by subtraction, is that a thing? Like, could you actually be better replacing guys? Maybe. We'll see. But losing 4 seniors is tough. So that's mostly what I want to see with Auburn today. But could Washington win? Absolutely. I think that's going to be a good game. I just think Auburn physically is just SEC lines tend to be more physical than Pac-12 lines. So, but I like Jake Browning a lot. So we'll see. But I did pick Auburn. I picked Auburn in the game. I moved to Dallas this year. First year here LSU plays. It was a good move. Good job, Tim. There you go. God, I miss Javier's, man. Javier's in Dallas. God, I want to go eat some Javier's. With the cigar bar attached to it. Oh, it's an amazing place. Kevin Harrell, good morning. Let's see Val. Big Blue rolls. Not they have a QB. I don't think they're going to roll today, man. I think you're underestimating Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame went from 4 wins to 10 wins last year, and essentially that entire team is back to beat LSU in the bowl game. So they lost 2 offensive linemen that were first-round picks, but they still got 2 more this year that probably be first-round picks. So don't sleep on Notre Dame, man. I don't think anybody's going to roll in that game. I think it's going to be a good game. Stephen Miller, morning Scone, little bit college game day, then check out TCU tailgating and watch the Southern game. There you go. Oh, you're up in Big D. Good on you, Stephen. Man, that was a fun. I made that trip in 2013 when LSU played in this game against TCU. Stayed at the team hotel in Fort Worth. Downtown Fort Worth was beautiful. Kind of old style with the lights across the street, the streaming lights. It was a beautiful place, man. I enjoyed Fort Worth. I've been to the Dallas Metroplex quite often. Just I hadn't been to Fort Worth. Mark says West Virginia's my dark horse to win it all this year behind LSU. Mark, that was my team too. Well, not to win it all, but to make the playoff. 2 years ago, my team was Washington, and they made it. And then last year was Miami, and they started 10-0, and then fell on their face. So West Virginia's my team this year as well. Hey, bud. Abba. Airport. Depot. He's gone again. He'll be back. Lock of the week, Penn State minus 28 over App State. Trace McSorley's going to win the Heisman. It's not a bad pick. Craig, what liquor should I sneak in my bladder bag? I'm a vodka guy, but bourbon goes with everything. All right, Craig, so this is a good question. It depends how inebriated you're going to be already, because I wouldn't I don't mix my whiskey, right? I mean, I have good stuff that you're not gonna mix. You're just gonna either drink it neat or on the rocks. I mean, if you're just gonna pour Coke into something, then get you some Jack Daniels, or get whatever your flavor is. I mean, get you Jack or Crown or something like that if you're gonna mix. I mean, those are easy go-tos. Jack, Crown, Makers. That's if you're mixing. I don't have anything for you more. If you were saying, hey, I'm at my house and I want to sip on a nice bottle of $60 whiskey during the game and drink it either neat or on the rocks, I could give you some recommendations there. I can give you a lot of recommendations, but if you're going in the game, man, just find the cheapest thing you can buy and pour it in a Coke. All right, let's see. Scott, the only game I'm worried about is LSU, or any game that affects LSU standings. That said, I'm glad football's finally back. Ready for football. Mark Brommer, good morning. Tammy Ann Morrow, Drew needs to do a game day pick. Maybe I'll try to teach him how to do a pick. Teach him something like that. Kyle, looks like you added a bottle of Boudreaux margarita mix, but lost a bottle of Four Roses. No, I got my Four Roses back there. Better have my Four Roses is back there. Come on, dog. No full half step. No full step. Oh, don't you? Oh, it was only a matter of time. See, that was a sniper. That was a sniper attack. Drew. That was a sniper attack right there. I didn't even see it coming. You waited till I was up from my desk. You waited till I was up from the desk and you came and got it.
Abba.
Craig, you got some ammo.
Abba.
Abba. Abba. I don't know what you're saying when you say that. Abba. Yo, that was a sniper attack. I mean, I had that bottle in my hand standing up over there. He just ran right up and went, boom. He got him. I gotta go through that. Let's see. A few LSU names on the NFL cuts. Where was that? Gosh dog, it just scrolled off. Hate to hear that about Locketcher, man. That sucks. I need to go through that whole list. Hey, don't you do it. Don't. That's not funny. See, no, the problem is I started laughing at that. Abba. So now he thinks it's hilarious. You're going to give all of our viewers epilepsy, Drew. Mama. Mama? Mama. Mama's sleeping. You got to be quiet. Stop knocking over Daddy's camera. Okay. All right. Bama knows Jalen will play mop-up time. I said both will play. Let's see. What other games? Kevin Price, Brian Ashcraft, go Red Sox. Whatever, man. Get off my feet. Frank, good morning. Kathy Hernandez. Let's see. Oh, what'd y'all think of that, man? So Carl said having Shaq as a guest picker yesterday was awesome. So I told Terrio, man, I was like, hey, look, your job this football season is just get A-list guest pickers every Friday at 5:30. So right at the shoot, he went Shaq. And Shaq was a few minutes late, but it happened and it was fun. So, so Shaq was the guest picker yesterday. If you missed it, go listen on demand. And I can't wait to see who he's got tomorrow. Casey Landrum, biggest upset today. You're going to see something. Like Craig mentioned Michigan State. I actually stayed up last night and I watched. San Diego State gave Stanford a scare for a half, and then into the third quarter. Michigan State got a scare last night. They escaped at home. Even Syracuse was up big on Western Michigan. That game was at Western Michigan, and Western Michigan rallied and got within a score. It ended up being like a 50-something to 40. Anyway, it was a high-scoring game. But yeah, I mean, somebody's going to go down. Phil Steele mentioned yesterday on the show was watch Northern Illinois.
Appa.
Airport.
Appa.
Depot. Home Depot. Okay. He said watch Iowa on upset alert today. Patrick McKenzie, who do you think starts at running back for LSU? Nick Brissett. I think they'll give him seniority. But I think Clyde gets the most carries. Seat. ULA plus 20 with Oklahoma. Boy, I'd stay away from that game, Brian. I don't like games like that, dude. I don't like games with point spreads like that. I mean, if it's about you have to bet that game, I'd lay the points. I'd take Oklahoma to cover. It's just athletes, man. At some point, the athletes are just going to take over. Brian went. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll this thing. It's not letting me scroll. God dog it. I'm just going to scroll all the way down. I don't know why it's just doing this to me, man. It's not letting me scroll these comments. Sorry, y'all. Okay, here we go. God dog it. I hope that's community coffee in the cup. Sure, Mark, it's community coffee in that cup. Maybe it's whiskey. Lauren A. There we go. I'm scrolling again. Sorry. All right, Washington Star tackle is out versus Auburn. Prayers for Drew. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that very much. Everyone's talking about LSU's schedule, but Auburn, Georgia, and Alabama, 2 on the road. I think the media is worried about the wrong set of Tigers. Maybe, Marcus. I think, but like we said, it's what?
Appa.
Airport.
Appa.
Depot. It's your givens measured against your schedule, and the fact that you got Jarrett Stidham back and you got a lot back on your defense for Auburn. Look, make no mistake, man. Also, Auburn lost Daniel Carlson. Like, that's something no one's talking about. Daniel Carlson, in my opinion, was the best kicker in the country last year. He didn't win the Groza, but I think he was runner-up for it. But I mean, the kid was automatic. I mean, that's a weapon that Auburn lost. What if you get in a one-score game? You can't run Carlson out there to boom a 47-yarder and in his sleep. I mean, that's a big point. Let's see. You don't think Mike Elko's leaving Notre Dame hurts the Irish early? He may. Because I don't know much about who they hired, quite honestly. I mean, I just haven't paid that much attention to Notre Dame with that. And I think Elko is a good defense coordinator. Tyler, that margarita mix is going to get empty this weekend. I could use that Bloody Mary right now. My old head's hurting. Probably not. I don't think I'm going to drink tequila this weekend, Tyler. I'll probably, while I'm watching games, be sipping on some whiskey. And I'll certainly be doing that tomorrow for whiskey and wine after LSU. Yeah, look who's back. Anthony Gugliusa, Derek Taylor, good morning. Avion on the rocks with lime, good choice for you. Oh boy, College Game Day is on now, and I can listen to that Herb Street clown. I already sipping on a little Angels Rye. There you go, dude. Oh, don't put Diet Coke in your Angels Envy Rye, Anthony. No. What are you doing, man? You don't put Diet Coke in your Angels Envy Rye? Me. Car. That's like putting ketchup on your steak, bruh. Come on, man. That's like ordering a steak well done and putting ketchup on it. Dude, you don't put... Alright, y'all give me a listen. Angel's Envy whiskey. About $45-ish. The finished rye. This is finished in rum casks. Or this probably runs $80, $75, $80. You drink these side by side and you can appreciate a bourbon, an oaky bourbon, and a sweet rye. And you don't put Diet Coke in that, man. Come on. You're killing me, Smalls. What are you doing? Ah. I mean, I'm proud of you for starting early, but you don't put Diet Coke in your rye. Now, if you want to put Diet Coke in some Dickel 12, okay. Hey, bud. God, dog, Anthony. Hey, man, that hurts my heart this morning, man, for that drink. Oh, what did you do? You better stop doing that, little boy. You better stop doing that or I'm put you in timeout. Yeah, right. Okay. Mama. Go. Craig, you got enough B-roll for a whole new episode of 2.0. Let's see. Down goes the camera. Drew does, in fact, run the show. Snipe Drew. Dude. Oh, that was from the first one. Drew, let's go. Let's see. Who run Bartertown? Let's see. I'm concerned Jonathan Vilma said on AFR the LSU team, rumblings and rumors, has not bought into Coach O's philosophy. Concerned, won't give 60 minutes of effort. That might have been his bias showed through. I'm curious who he talked to. So he said, a former teammate who played at LSU. So that could have been anybody with the Jets or look, I could start to throw out some guesses, but if I throw out a guess, then people are going to assume that that's reality. But I mean, it wouldn't take long to go figure out if he's talking about a teammate with the Jets or with the Saints, and because Saints don't really have LSU guys on the roster when Vilma was there. It's probably someone with the Jets, which kind of narrows it down. Anyway. Yeah, no, well. He might be right. Look, I'm sure there were. I am certain of this. That there are guys on the team that wanted either McMillan or Narcisse to be the quarterback. I'm certain of that, 100%. And so, could you go find disgruntled players that are upset because one of the other guys? Sure, you could. Does that mean the team hasn't bought in? And I don't believe that. I mean, I think it's you get out there and you play hard. If you start facing adversity, do you pack it in or you fight back? We'll see. But that I wouldn't put much into that part of it. I'm thinking of what Vilma said yesterday. More his analysis on Miami is more what I would want to hear. And he's a believer in Malik Rozier, so I'm not. But he's Jonathan Vilma, and I'm not. John Capone, oh, thank you, man. Prayers for Drew, I appreciate that. Andrew Brister, the Shaq disc was great. He was. Shaq hates you. So that's funny. So Shaq yesterday, when Shaq was on a few years back, he was on the phone with us, and he said, we were wrapping up. He's like, I love you, Matt. And so I took the drop and I played it. Like we played it as just a drop on the show a lot. Anyway, yesterday Terrio told him about his 11-1 pick. He changed 10-2 to 11-1, and said, but next year we're going 12-0, win the national championship. And Shaq goes, "Oh man, I like you. I like that." And I said, "Shaq, you're gonna hate me, man." I explained we used to have the "I love you, man." I love you. Hey, wait, what? And I explained I was picking LSU 7-5. He's like, "What? Why would you say that?" He's like, "I hate you, Matt." So he's like, "This is Shaq O'Neal, and I hate Matt." It's like, all right, but thanks. It's a good drop. Hey,
Appa.
airport.
Appa.
Depot? Home Depot? He used to love to go to Home Depot. You haven't gone to Home Depot in a long time, huh? That used to be his spot, dude. We just need to get him out of the house and go for a ride. Utah State was close. Oh, yeah, saw that. Matthew Shelley, did you catch the lesson? So, I'm guessing you're talking about the Dos Equis commercial. And I got a sneak preview of... There's actually multiple Les Miles Dos Equis commercials coming. Yes, and they're glorious. College football needs him around, for sure. Nick has paid his dues. Drew's S. McKenna. Is what Jonathan Vilma said true. Talked about that a little bit ago. Again, if you went and polled the team, would you find guys that are upset that McMillan didn't get the job? Yes, absolutely, that would be the case. Does that mean that there's dissension and guys aren't bought in? No. John Boudreaux, let's see, praying for you and your family. Thank you. Good luck to my father and his team starting season, going for state title 49 for CHS, enjoying in Arizona. Thank you, John. Appreciate that, man. Like Pete Boudreaux? God, dog, man. That's awesome. Coach Boo's the man. God, 49 state titles. He's got 48 state titles. It's insane. Just to say it is insane. Oh, man. I wonder where they have... Like, I haven't asked where they have all of those trophies. If they got them all in the trophy case in the front of the gym. It wouldn't fit. But thanks for watching in Arizona. Appreciate you. Hey, Aunt Mary. Good morning. Lawrence Steele. What's up, dog? Ryan Amos. Hey, Lawrence. Let me know if you want some product placement for Whiskey and Wine tomorrow, man. I got you. Let me know. Hey. What you doing? You want to say hi to everybody? Mana. What? You want to come sit on Dad's lap? Okay. Come on, come sit on my lap. Rejected. Hey, Drew. You. Get out of here. I want to do... Oh. I'm going to do that when he comes back in here. For those of you who watch this regularly and think that Drew's little isms are funny, you'll love that one. He was in here the other day and I was telling him to get out of here, like just joking. And I went, "You get out," like that. And he thought it's the funniest thing in the world. So now he points at me and goes, "Yeah." He can't say it, but he doesn't know really what I'm saying, but he throws his arm. It's funny. Lawrence, 34-14. Oh, God, Lawrence. Don't come in here trolling everybody, Lawrence. Come on, dog. Oh, man, I'm just getting these comments about Vilma. What did Vilma say that has LSU? Hey, Gordy Rush is watching. What's up, Gordy? Hope all's well over there in Fort Worth, man. Hope you're enjoying your day, your little game day. Can I pick two, Matt? Hey, Gordy, no, see, we have celebrity pickers, and only celebrities get to come in and pick. So, that's Terrio's job is to pick the celebs, and you just don't qualify. We'd actually rather you not come in ever at all. So thank you, though, for the offer, but no. Let's see. Carry on, John. Gordy, give Matt a raise. Thank you, Tammy. Yes, tell Gordy to give me a raise. I need a raise. I haven't had a raise in a long time, Tammy. It's been probably like 3 or 4 years since I've had a raise. It's time. Maybe 5 years. Brian, are you doing Basil Hayden this weekend? Favorite whiskey for the price? It's a great value for the price. No question at all. I haven't decided. For me, it's so much of like a feel. Like whatever I'm in the mood for. It's one of the things when you have variety, like you can just pick kind of whatever. It's like clothes. What do you feel like wearing today? You know what I mean? Do you want something sweet? Do you want something oaky? Do you want something strong? Do you want something with a rum finish, a wine finish, cask finish? You just got a lot of different variety. You want something hot, something higher proof. So just kind of what you're in the mood for. So I don't know. I haven't decided. I'll decide tomorrow. Something I haven't had in a while. A common go-to. I don't know. We'll see. Make that determination. I'm just getting in the comments. See, this is what happens. Like when I scroll, like I take my time going through the comments. Like I'm getting to the comments now about me crushing Anthony for putting Diet Coke in his Angel's Envy Rye. Let's see. the way your face changed when you read Diet Coke was absolutely. For those that missed it, one of the guys watching said he's already drinking. He's drinking Angel's Envy Rye with Diet Coke, and so I just lost. You don't mix Diet Coke with your Angel's Envy Rye, man. Come on. Johnny Engler, what's up, man? I'm just reading all the comments now about that. Hey, Gordy, Matt's the best you got. Thank you, Tammy. God, that's so nice. Hey, Gordy, pony up, Gordy. Nick B puts ketchup over set. Gordy can kick rocks. Diet Coke and TW Samuel isn't bad. It's like Bolivian marching powder. Yeah, okay. Like if you want to put Diet Coke with your $15 bottle of whiskey, okay. Like you go buy Jack or Jim Beam or something like that, and you want to throw a Coke, okay. Do you. I think that's the most upset Matt I've ever seen. Don't mess with liquor. Hey man, I'm mad, just disappointed, man. Sometimes you gotta teach people some stuff, man. Let's see. Kyle Larison, good morning. Craig, Gordy is here to get content for CST Game Day. Very true. That's probably what's happening there. Gordy just steals all of my information. He listens every day and steals my information. See, that's good, Val. Morning Scone, sports and bourbon etiquette. Hey, Val, by the way, yesterday I was having a convo with Jay Ducote about next beer tour. We're looking at February on the North Shore. We're thinking Gnarly Barley, Abita, and then maybe something, what did he say? Rail? Something rail? But the rail place, I don't know what it is, sorry y'all. They have like a sit-down restaurant, but they brew their own beer. So like, would we want to have like a private dining, like where everybody could, a private area where everybody could eat a meal and try all their beer and maybe take a little longer at that one? I don't know, we got to decide. So let me know your thoughts. Kirk, whiskey and wine starts tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow as soon as clocks hit double zeros for LSU and Miami, Jordy Collada and I for 90 minutes on whiskey and wine. As soon as game ends, like counting down, teams are coming onto the field. Open your phone if you don't have it up already. It'll be on. I'll share it here and on the ESPN page and all that. But for Jordy and I to do a split screen, we have to originate from our personal accounts. So I'll be on my personal feed, but I will share it here as well. So make sure that that you're looking for it. If we're not friends on Facebook, you can either watch it from there, or you can watch it from here, or on the ESPN page, and we'll share it to all those. All right. This has probably been discussed. How about Etling having a decent game the other night? What does that say about how he was used at LSU? Terribly underdeveloped. So, John, a couple of things. I did talk about it yesterday, but I'll tell you now just very quickly to catch up. One, fourth preseason game, it was a bunch of guys that aren't going to make teams. Like basically the guys that play in the fourth preseason game are all just auditioning for their next team. So those are all like playing against guys that are all going to get cut. Number two, I could understand LSU not running Danny Etling more because he had back surgery, remember? So like I can understand not wanting him, and because you didn't have a great option behind him, I can understand them not wanting to get him hit. And third, He didn't throw the ball well. He was like 18 of 36 for 150 yards and 2 picks. Like he didn't have a great night. I mean, everyone saw that play, him running the ball, but it wasn't really a great night. Let's see. Mo Hubble, good morning, Scone. Good morning, Drew. Hey, Mo Hubble, good morning. Scott, I don't normally eat grass. When I do, I wash it down with Dos Equis. So good. Edling quarterback sneak for a touchdown was pretty nice, 90-something yards. Yeah, they ran a zone read, and he just was 86 yards. Yeah. I missed who picked yesterday. Who was it, and what did they pick? Chris, it was Shaq. Frog. Fart. Haw. Haw. Home. 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 You want to come say hi to everybody? Okay, I'm sorry. He likes to watch the screen, which is why he stands over there. So whenever I moved it, he was freaking out a little bit. Hi, am I framed up good, Drew? Am I framed good? Thank you. What? A few more minutes. Home. Hey, what are you doing? I love you. Daddy. Did Daddy still kisses? What are you doing? Do you want your song? Okay. He'll be back. He's always back. Let's see, we can probably turn that a little more. Okay. Let's see. Basil's is closest range whiskey to Scotch. Not a good mixer, decent sipper. I would agree. For the value, though, is what we were talking about before. For the value, it's good. I mean, you buy Basil Hayden's for $35. I mean, it's for a $35 whiskey. It's pretty good. Let's see. Derek Taylor, Matt, not sure if you keep up with the high school football. You heard about Deion Jenkins from Central Lafourche. 27 carries for 361 yards and 6 touchdowns. God bless. No, I haven't. I don't. I'll check the Catholic scores and some other local teams, stuff like that, but that's about it. John McKiffin, good morning. Ryan Amos, good morning. So Wisconsin looks like legit playoff contender, although it was Western Kentucky, stud running back, good quarterback, stout D. Yeah, there's a reason they're a top 10 team. They were good last year. Blew out Miami in the Orange Bowl. Or the Fiesta? Did they play in the Fiesta last year? What bowl game did they play in last year? Cotton. I don't remember how, but they blew them. Yeah. Anthony deserves a lifetime. Hoont Palmario. Good morning, Hoont Palmario. Carrie LeBlanc. Good morning. Just saw Jim Harbaugh sits down to peace sign at game day. Getting ideas from Hester. Oh, maybe so. Matt, I'm having Coca-Cola this morning. It's delicious. Hunt, that's fine to do Coke. It's not fine to put Coca-Cola in your good whiskey. That's what's not fine. TW sandwich isn't $15. It's $6.50 a fifth. Yeah, that's not good. Let's see. Hey, Ryan Terrio's here to troll everybody and say 11-1. Terrio, get out of here, bro. Hey, whoa, what? Tell me, use your words. Hey, use your words. It's okay, use your words. Hey, use your words.
Ernie Moo.
Did you say Ernie Moo? Ernie Moo? Hey, you.
Moo.
Watch this. Watch. Hey, you.
Daddy.
You. Get out of here. He wants me to cough. Gets him every time. All you gotta do is tell him to get out of here and then cough. And then he laughs. Let's see. Kirk, most intriguing game today. It's Auburn, Washington. I mean, it is and the reason is because Washington, it feels like, is the only legit playoff contender from the Pac-12, and if they lose this game, technically they could run the table, win the Pac-12 championship game, and get in, but it just doesn't seem likely that a 10-2 team from the Pac-12 is going to get in. So they would, Washington would have to run the table. It's just a massive game for Washington, really, for that whole conference. That's why. Oh, well. Hey. I'm going to move that so everybody can see you. Hey, by the way, buy Boudreaux's. Bloody Mary Mix, Margarita Mix. Go buy it. Alexander's, Calvin's, Calandro's. Or if you're outside of Baton Rouge, go to boudreauxmix.com. Right whenever we finish this, go to boudreauxmix.com and buy some. That's my request for you. And if you don't drink it, give it away as a gift. Bring it to someone at your office. boudreauxmix.com. Thank you. Sincerely. Stephen Bro, prayers for Drew and your family. Thank you, Stephen. Terrio is picking 11-1. Now he changed 11-1. His one loss is Georgia. Jeb said, Drew's the man. Love the mix of family and football. Thank you. Thank you, Jeb. Terrio, stop trolling my stuff, man. By watching you in the morning, getting a lot of respect for you. You're an awesome. Thank you. Awesome dad. Have great taste when it comes to bourbon. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. Sup, dude? What's up, Chris Domain? Jeffrey Bone. We've gotten to the end of our comments. All right, so Matt driving to Texas today. Heard you mention Whataburger. Any recommendations? Not really, man. True story. When we were in the hospital, there was a Whataburger right by Texas Children's on Holcomb. And it was, a little cluster right there where you had a few fast food joints and short stay hotels and stuff. And we went one time, and more than once, but one time Erica got sick, and so she has sworn off Whataburger forever. I didn't mind it. They have spicy. You can get spicy ketchup, and some people swear it's the greatest thing in the world. Mom. I tried it. It was oh, God. Jeez. Oh, please don't crack. Oh.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
That was devastating. Wow. Oh my gosh. That was the big one, y'all. That was the big one. Wow. The whole tripod went off the desk. Oh man. I thought my phone and the microphone which is plugged into it went too. I thought that was the big one. I thought it was gonna crack my phone. Wow. That was the big one, y'all. That was the big one that we'd always waited for. He crushed the tripod. The tripod, it landed on the edge of the table, fell off, and then I have the microphone, which y'all never see really, but it's a lavalier which should pin here, but to pin it, I'd have to clip it to my shirt, and it would just be way too loud. So I clip it to the top of my phone case, and I set it about a foot away from me. And it's plugged in and then coiled, and it pulled the whole thing off the table. Wow. Whew. That was something. Terry, he just crushed the whole thing. He did. All right, so a couple of things. We'll wrap up morningscone.com. If you haven't yet, please sign up and give me feedback. I know I mentioned this before, but I'm going to keep mentioning it because I know different people see it every day. Morningscone.com. Essentially, you go to the website. It's just a landing page. You sign up. You'll get it. You'll get an email. I'll show you my morning Scone today, so y'all can see how it looks. You'll get an. This is morningscone.com right here. All right, you go to the website morningscone.com. Shoot, sorry. Morningscone.com. It's just a landing page. Type in your email and stuff. You will never get a pop-up. You'll never be on a mailing list or anything like that. Show you so here's my Morning Scone email from today. You'll get an email every day. And you can set it where it actually has images on it. I don't know, mine doesn't have images right now, but anyway. You get an email, and it'll be links. It basically follows me throughout the day. So, like, here's mine, and everybody's is different. It customizes yours based on what you like to, what you interact with. What you click on, it'll learn what you want, and it'll prioritize it for you. Hey, bud. So, hey, look. So there's Washington, Auburn, Betty, Michigan, Notre Dame. That's all stuff from Action Network. Hey, it's okay. Anyway, so you can see Saban makes call, Hurts and Tua both play, Lane Kiffin impersonates Nick Saban, Yankees get McCutcheon, Pelicans wave DeAndre Liggins. Yeah. Anyway, so you get it. That's today's. So basically, it's outside. Anyway, sorry y'all. I know this is disastrously. Oh my god. Outside. I think he crushed my car body.
Mom.
Okay.
Mom.
On that note, y'all, enjoy your football weekend. The chaos is raining now. You ready to wrap it up? We're going to wrap it up. Enjoy your football weekend, y'all. We'll talk to you tomorrow.